Rightio, we are embarking on uranium power, nuclear power. We're going to start on our 75,000 megawatts of uranium. We are going to do that at a different location. So we're going to start working on laying that out, working out whether we're going to start off with the reactors and where they're going to go, and then from there we will work out what's next. Right, so we might catch a train in that direction. What do you think? If I get on one of these trains, that would take me to where I'd be going roughly. It's not that one. That's a different spot. That's this one here. Some coming back. Here comes one now. We'll get on this bad boy. Some coal. So we're going to build on the lake. Actually, the lake forest. That's where we're going to build. That's it. Yeah, that's it. It's called the lake forest. That's the region we're going to build our reactors in. The whole nuclear setup is going to be done in the lake forest. We'll go this way. I might change into my jetpack. Oh, I could take this guy around. Nah. I could take him for a ride, but Ah, why not? It's been a while. Can I see my factory from here? There it is. There's a city. We'll go past our spiral. It's not good looking at things directly under you. Don't tip me off. Oh. Yep. Alright, well then let's waste of time. That was a total waste of time. I got dropped off in the complete area I didn't want to be in. Thanks, Manta. Over here. Alright, so this whole lake down and around, we're going to do all of our reactors. I might oops, mistakes were made. Bugs. There's a immersive sphere over here I never got. I might regret this. I think I've got it.
This is a shrine to windows and weaving.
See if there's anything hidden behind the what they're called waterfall that I'd forgotten about, but no. Not here. What about here? What I was thinking about is there's a couple of geothermal generators over here. I might grab that power so I can do copper pack. Which means I've got to unlock the research. But I think I now have that with the unlocking the supercomputers. Let's go and have a look. Hendo, hello, welcome. It's got the baby emotes going on, nice. Great to see you there. Jeez. Oh, I got it. Oh, hold on. Look at them all attacking each other over there. Good jobs. You got rid of them all for me. And now I'll get rid of him. I'm getting a lot of DNA capsules out of this. Rightio, so let's put the MAM down. Yeah. Oh wow, this is easy research. I've got all of this. 100 high speed, 1000 quick wire, and 50. Right, so now
Geothermal generator unlocked. Geysers added to the object scanner. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When life gives you deadly geothermal vents, run directly towards them and build generators. Use potentially lethal natural phenomena for your own benefit. It's the fix-it way.
Absolutely, Ada. Alright. Make a note of that. Sweet. Alright. So now I can plonk one of these down here. Just trying to see, is this the... There's only one vent here from what I remember. So it's obviously it varies, but we get a minimum of 100 megawatts of power, and that's all I need for the holovac. Yeah, perfect. Easy. And that'll just help me hover around all this area while we build. So, deal with these guys. Can't have being shot at all the time. And no, I thought that was my game for a second, and I was like, unlocked. What? How? Yep, it's like the tripping your power. You're like, wow, what? How did I trip my power? I might get my rebar gun out. Okay. I'm gonna want to do some of this from up high as well. And all the old bits of rubble were protecting it. I'm trying to work out where I'm getting attacked from. It's right here. Is he protected? Oh, I just shot one of his balls. Got him! Right, there we go. I'm gonna leave the slug there. Alright, the point of that was to... I want to find out where I can put... Now stop responding there for a sec. Alright, that power. Sea protecting. Takes a few hits. Got him. Alright. All that for 5 hoglets. I think I've been through here before, maybe. I thought that one's going to get me. This. That one. All right. I'm gonna get all these bits of ore because they're going to get in the way of my building. You can't blow these up. Alright, I'm gonna quickly go for a toilet break. I'll be back shortly. Right, let's get back into it. get rid of all these. Because I want to get the right ground level with my foundations before I start building anything else. So I might as well work out what's the lowest point I can go. This is a pretty good area to explore right up initially for resource stuff. Get rid of this one here, that's probably about it for the moment. Just this one here. So it's these big rocks here. And that would probably be these ones might be on par with it. So, where are we? I need... That would probably be the spot. That's the high point. Anything, I think that's it. So now that I know that, alright, so we're going to have reactors coming down here. I would say it's okay, remember that. Alright, I think that is the line I want there. So I reckon, trying to think about how the reactors are going to be placed. Just trying to visualize it all. Alright, let's try. So what you'd have, maybe have one. something like that. I put the power pole. Do it like that. Then maybe I could fit one in the corner here. That one there, but I reckon something like that. And then this one. Probably there. That might change that one, maybe. That might fit there nicely. Maybe yeah, I reckon actually maybe something like that. Hmm. Yeah, actually, that might work. Like that. So I need 12 of these, and then in total I need 21 for the complete nuclear operation. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe a little bit more that way. And then this. That's pretty much all. What's up, mate? What to deal with you now? Let's sort you out. How does this look along here? stupid bloody. I think I might need to run some power down the middle as well for a bit. That's 14. Ah, that one's backwards. It's 15. And that one might be a bit too close on that. $17. So there. If I turned it a little bit more, I might get a better fit there. Squeeze it in that gap there better. That works better. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This one's backwards. I might get that there like that. That feels a bit better. And maybe this one needs to turn a little bit more. That feels a bit better. And this one here, we need, is that on that or is it on that? It's on that. I reckon it'd be alright on this. I don't want to push back too far. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm just gonna see what it looks like if they keep going this way for a bit. Well, that's alright. Bit of water on a reactor never hurt anyone. Shoot those foundations. Victor Jurassic, it's been a long time since I saw my favourite guru. Afternoon or evening for you, Central US time here. So, hella early, 3 AM. Holy moly, Victor. Yeah, it's, what time is it? 8:19 PM here. It's great to see you. I hope you are doing well. I'm just playing around with some nuclear power, lining up, organising how I want it laid out. I don't like this straight line here, so I reckon curve these around and then that'll be it. You're fantastic, getting yourself awake and mentally prepared for the day. Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Another one. Something like that. That might be nice to, well, okay, to end it there. 2, 3. Although I reckon just spread them out a little bit more. Maybe. So 1. I reckon this one here. I reckon just a little bit more of an angle. You're on a weight loss journey in an attempt to get better and healthy so I can enjoy more time with my wife. That said, today the scale said 196 freedom units or 88.9 kilos. That is amazing. That's great to hear. It's not an easy thing to embark on and takes a lot of dedication. I've been thinking about pulling my finger out a bit more and taking Rennie on some more walks and that. I have been a bit slack. It's definitely great how it makes you feel mentally too. And it's just a simple thing, really. That might be a bit better, I reckon. Yeah. You're using intermittent fasting. So how many days do you fast? That is something I have thought about. Vegan ways to lose weight, but it's that permanent routine that changes your life that you got to keep going. That's the important thing. Yeah, I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I reckon go with a bit of something like this. Usual is 16 hours of fasting with an 8-hour window of eating. It usually turns into 18 hours of fasting at 6 eating because of work. Yeah, I get you. How are you? You're on a long fast. A long ass fast, yes. So you stop eating Tuesday, 9 AM, and we'll eat again on Sunday at 3 AM. Yeah, right. Crazy. Takes a bit of willpower, that's for sure. So if I put that about there, get rid of this one. That one I don't like. You're stuck on a 3-month-long plateau, so I'm busting that weight hole by forcing my body to actually listen and eat my fat reserves. Yep. Yep, that's it. I mean, that's the whole reason the body stores that away, so it can be used at a later date. You were stuck at 92 kilos for 3 months, despite trying everything. Yeah, right. Well, that's awesome that you've been able to find the motivation to do it. That looks a bit better. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14. I reckon I get rid of that one. Maybe. Still needs a bit more. You just noticed you got new glasses. They look fly. Thanks very much. Yeah, I got these about 12 months ago, maybe. It was about 18 months ago. It was getting harder and harder to see little things. Come on then. Up you get. Come on. So yeah, I went and got my eyes tested and got my first set of glasses. They actually broke a couple of weeks ago, right down the middle here. And the frames were under warranty, so I went and got the frames repaired. They got replacement frames. And also ordered another pair of glasses, so I had two. I was taking them off when I was gardening so I wouldn't damage them, and I snapped them while I was taking them off. I went snap. There's a good boy. There's a good boy. But yeah, it's great. It's great being able to see everything crisp. Randy's here. Yep. Victor's saying hi, Randy. You say hi to Victor. Hey. He's a good boy. I reckon. Yeah, you had to get glasses for the same reason. Nice. Yeah, I was working for an electrical wholesaler, and all the components have all small part numbers, and it was getting hard to properly read them. So I thought I better do something about it. But now I'm back into childcare again and working casual childcare at a couple of different places, and it's going well. Right. That was 10 years ago. I was a truck driver and couldn't read road signs at a distance. Some would argue an important part of your job. Well, I mean, sometimes it is. Okay, I think maybe I curve here and get rid of some of those. Let's say, what have we got here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 21. Yeah, I could do that. I reckon that's going to look better. I don't like this tight, what I'm doing here. So let's tidy up. You play the hell out of this game, and I can't picture where you are on the map. I'm in the northern forest start location. So this is the northern. It's called Lake Forest. It's a great spot. You've got a couple of oil there. So I thought I'd put my nuclear here. I feel like it's the right choice. Let's just get rid of some of this. You also keep restarting at phase 4 because you lack commitment. Yeah, well, that's what I'm on right now, and we're 600 hours into this save, I think. Yeah, 600 hours in the save, and I only just got assembly director systems automated. And yeah. But I'm automating every component in this playthrough. So even things like shutter rebar. Good Lord, you just started phase 4 on Sunday. Nice. So I reckon... You're scared because you need power like you? I'm automating all the things too. Well, this... In total, this uranium I'm doing at the moment will give me 75,000 megawatts. But then... Oh God. So I'm doing 12 reactors for uranium, and then another 6 for plutonium, so that's 18, and then Ficsonium, where are we? 3, 19, 20, 21. So 21 in total. All right. So I'm building all 21 now, and then work it out. So it's the full production line. You can have a look at that spreadsheet there. There's a link. There'll be a link to that spreadsheet there. To Galad, hello, or welcome, good to see you. Nuclear stuff, yep, I'm excited too, Deglad. I am very excited. I've got some good plans. Your plan is to tap all the oil in the north at that beautiful new area they made. I want to make blended fuel there. Nice idea. It's a good location for it. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think Rennie wants to go outside. I'll be back in a sec, folks. Glad I once built 50 nuclear reactors. Damn, things were complicated. I'd wake up at night discovering things I had to write down to make it work properly. Yeah, it can get complicated. It's going to get complicated here, but I'm going to do a few things to try and make it not so complicated, I hope. And I'll have to go and let Randy in a minute so he's not barking all the time. He just can't help himself. That one... Excuse me. That's it. Because I'm sure you don't recall, I've got a GSD named Bastion, and about 18 months ago he got a sister, Nala, also a GSD female. While they are great, I will never have a two GSD household again. Was it, if I remember correctly, was it your wife's choice to get the second GSD, and it was going to be hers to train? If I'm remembering, if I've got in the right shepherd family. You do recall, right? I remember, yeah, how excited you were. Guess who isn't training the female puppy? No. Which human did the shepherd choose is the boss? Should fit this in. The female bonded with as soon as possible, right? Yeah, you are training her. Yeah, right. No, gotcha. Yeah, I have thought about getting another shepherd at some point, but I don't have the time or the money, I think is the best ways of putting it. I would love to. Alright. Aussie Coat, why internet froze for you for a sec, you missed the beginning. I'd like to get a second GSD, but I don't have the time or the money, unfortunately, to commit to owning another one. I reckon that. Like that. Pull this one out a little bit more. Please don't misunderstand me. I love the hell out of Nala. She's fantastic, but I get what you mean. I feel like I'm in too deep. She's very huge drive. Her answer to everything is turn the dial up to 11. Yep. Yeah, well, just be thankful you got a German Shepherd and not a Malamute or something like that, because they're even worse. Yeah, they are out of control. You actually thought she was? Yeah, well, you wouldn't be surprised with some of that behaviour, I'll tell you. Alright, I'm going to let Randy in before he drives the neighbours crazy. I'm back in 1 sec. The Shepherd Club we go to asked us nicely to get a DNA test on her because visually she presents like one, but her DNA came back at 99% German Shepherd and 1% undefined. Marpaw, 1% Tiger, I reckon. Yeah, that sounds absolutely right. They're pretty funny, aren't they? What have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So this one I feel I've just got to rotate it. Actually, that one can't. That one's in a spot. It's in the... Two left. We can squeeze them all in. We'll get it in. She turned 2 years old the other month and is finally starting to cool her jets. Not quite 120% on the reactor, more like 119.5. Now, I thought it was funny when I got Randy desexed. I thought when Randy got desexed he would calm down. It did not happen. Not to the extent that I thought he would. Alright, I'm going to change this. I've almost got it. Same thing, yep. Yep. I felt like I was duped. I thought, oh yeah, he won't bark as much. He'll be a much nicer dog. Nope. He still barks as much. I can get that to there. You have a really funny picture of her with the safety donut where she's ready to rip the camera to shreds after getting fixed. Yeah, they don't like the don't like it at all. Randy had his he had an eye operation. His eyelid had a growth under it and a sty, so he had an operation. They cut it out, stitched it all up and all that. So he had the cone put on for 2 weeks, and he was not happy, but it needed to happen. The amount of guff I got for having Nala desex is nuts. Nah, you need to. If they're not going to breed, then you might as well have them desexed. Conan Shane says, Gaz? Yeah, unfortunately. I think we've got it. I reckon maybe this one needs something like that. Maybe this one. Just more over this way a bit. It needs to be turned a smidgen. did have that there. Did he weaponize the cone? He was pretty okay, but sometimes like he'd come inside and he'd just run in the house, and the cone would get in between the plasterboard and the architrave, the skirting panel, and it would clip and just, yeah, it's pretty funny. One between those two. That's better. That's got it. Nala would aim the edge of the cone and have Bronowitz and charge at full speeds. Wow! So he went for the safety donut. Interesting. I've seen another one. People use a pool cone. A pool, not a tube. What are they called? And they a pool noodle, and cut it up and put a rope around it. And it does a really good job. Alright, that's it. That's our 21 reactors. Pool noodle, that's it. Yep, pool noodle. Alright, let's get proper foundations down now. I'm just going to go around and do this to the front of every one of them, so I can get it all organised properly. Is it my imagination, or does the hover pack have more range from its poles, or is that a mod? No, this is all unmodded, so I don't know. I've got a few different poles around the area. Like I've laid a bunch of poles out. It's more speaking to the height I had. I don't know. I've got some poles on the wall over there. Out here. Yeah, out here. This is as high as I can go. Alright, just lining all these up so I can get our foundations down pat. Looking forward to 1.2 coming out soon. So it'd be great to see what they've done. The fluid trucks, can't wait for it. That's going to be great. You read the rules for your playthrough, pretty neat, thank you. It's helped me keep myself focused on what I want to achieve. This one is a little bit more across.
Buckle up, there's a raid incoming.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Dragon
folks.
Heartwinkin, for the raid of 14 viewers.
Dragonheart's coming in with a raid. He's been playing Sniper Elite 5. Very nice. Folks, if you're not following Dragonheart, you need to. He's an amazing creator, artist, you name it. How was your stream, Dragonheart? DCD, hey lad, looking forward to 1.2. Absolutely. Can't wait. See what the new features that are going to come with it. Looking forward to trucks, fluid trucks. Sniper Elite Series is goated. Nice guys, nice, all good. Can't wait to see what. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing. I assume it's going to be very much like 1.1. Lots of little nice add-ons, but nothing major groundbreaking. I mean, fluid trucks is kind of groundbreaking. But it doesn't change recipes or anything like that. Dragonheart, feel free to disappear if you need to go and get horizontal. If they can smooth out fluids, it will be enough. Yeah, I agree. They iron out a few of the... I really want some more pipe junctions in that. You know, a three-way piece, things like that. Just give us some more flexibility. Without adding bugs. Alright, this is not sitting down on the foundations. Let's try this. There we go. Boy, you aren't asking for much yet. Or directional junction with limits. Yes. Yes. That would be good. Yeah, pipes have always been a contentious issue. That's better. Oops. There we go. A Y would be, that's what I mean, yes. A Y would be lovely. Yeah, yep. That's what I meant. Yeah. Victor, I'll jump in Discord and have a look. Give me one sec. Lots of updates. Oh, might have to verify my age soon. Are you really 18 plus? Here we are, Petflex. Awesome. That is, yeah, I'd be running. Full screen that baby. Someone's not happy. You got a raid and fade, no worries, Dragonheart. Thanks for dropping by. I'll look after your community as best I can. Thank you. We'll see you later. That's hilarious. Let's minimize that. Back to the game. There we go. Posted a very current pic of now, like 3 days ago. Let me have a quick look. Where was that? Sorry, I'm absolutely terrible. Where did that go? Sorry, I'm just... Sometimes I just can't see things. Like there it is, Petflex. All right. Ah, lovely. Perfect. Thank you very much. Yeah, definitely you can see that that's a female. It's just they have that look about them. Awesome. Oh, yeah. Ah, beautiful. You're lucky to be alive, Victor. Yep. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm just going to put... I'm thinking I'm going to put... Do I put everything as a 1 meter foundation? And then I can... Let's have a look. Could do that. But no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it all as 4s. Alright, I'm just going to go around and delete all the unnecessary foundations. And then put in the correct floor I want. You love the 1 meter foundations. The things seem to line up better with the 1 meters. Yeah. The I do use them a lot with the factory, but for this, what I'm doing here, I'm not going to run anything underneath, so I'm just going to stick with the 4s. I didn't want to have the reactors too high off the ground. I've got it at this level because this is the highest level in relation to some rocks that are causing me some issues. So these, where are they? Those rocks there. So these cover those rocks just. Beautiful. Casual trophy flex. It's my last one. Until I get the, what do you call it? The golden nut. We've bought all the other trophies. Okay, so 4, 5, 5. Hashtag jelly. But mind you though, it did take 600 hours to. I can't remember how many hours we were in when we got that, but yeah. I think we're halfway towards the golden nut. That's cool how it's dropped its feet down. But the water ones haven't dropped their feet down, yeah. Your personal goal is to just finish the game. Well, that is not a too bad idea. Once I was obsessed with getting the golden coffee cup, but my headcanon says it's fake news from Jelly Ponies. Well, yeah, one day you might get that wonderful golden cup. You'd like the ability to zoop a set number of foundations, like lock it at 8 or any number. That's a good idea, because there are some times when I build a few things I'm like, I only want to do 8 or 7, yeah. Alright, just gonna power through a few of these. Right, yeah, I didn't mean to do 7 then. We're going to have to work out how to tidy up some of this. We'll get there. See, already it would come in handy. Yeah, absolutely. Agree. I bet you there's a mod for that. Okay, so I need to be going back 6. That's where I'm going wrong. Well, not wrong, but...
Milestone reached. Do you wish for more? Did you know there is a mod for that?
That's right, Victor. So 6 is what I need. Rightio, making our way around. Right, that fixes that. This is all just hover craft, hover pack power, not real power. You was wondering with Randy, have you ever trained him or tried to teach him to snarl or growl on command? I have not. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose it's not something I feel like I'd have the need for. I don't think I'd be in that situation. Maybe. Who knows? You don't know. Sounds complicated to train. Once you trigger how to get that growl, then you can tie it to a reward. You know, that's what it comes down to. I saw a police demonstration where they trained their labs to look tough. Wow. Yes, they know what they're doing. They're waiting for that moment when the dog does a snarl for any reason and get onto it straight away and give it a reward and tie that reward to a command. A lot of patience. Yeah, the definitely the labs have when they show their teeth, they mean business. That's what complicated is. Do you piss off your dog then give them treats? That's right, Marple. Yep. Good boy. No, don't bite me. No, I totally understand what you're saying. You'd love to do it, Nala, because when I take her out walking, I'm happy I don't have to learn karate. You're an overweight gamer, I don't want to have to worry when I'm out in the sunshine. I find just having a shepherd is generally enough deterrence. It's only shepherd owners and dog owners that generally know that they're not the animal people think they are. You got a story about that? Funny story? Do tell. So He was at the corner waiting across the street, and a neighbour I'm passing familiar with came up before Nala could bark or tell him to back off. And as a surprise to myself as well, he just grabbed Nala by the loof and loved on it. Grabbed her by the floof? Wow. While he was loving on her, he explained he's had shepherds for nearly 60 years. Holy moly. And he wasn't afraid of her. Oh, that's lovely. I've had a little, like, I was waiting to cross the road and there's like a dad and his daughter crossing the road towards me. She would have been 4 or 5, and she just walked up and hugged him, and I was like, oof. And yeah, he was fine with it. It was just like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. It just goes to show they're pretty gentle. She never barked at him and just looked at me like, what the fuck happened? Yep. What just happened there? She still doesn't bark when she sees him. Nice. This is where I am unsure what I'm going to do here. I think what I need to do is probably do I reckon do this. How's the trick work? There's a trick that DC Ween has, and I can never remember it. That goes there. No, that's right. So you put that on the corner. Of where you want it to go, and then you put that there, and then that corner is supposed to line up. I can't remember.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 11, 12, 13, 14. 2, 3, 4, 1.
Something like that, Victor.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
In the game, what you're doing, what you're going through is what slows your gameplay down so much. You're definitely not wrong, Victor. It's the frustrating part of Satisfactory. It just depends if that's what you want. What you want out of the. If you want something to look nice. Yeah, I think that's it. And then that goes there. I'm missing something. I know what I want to do. That's what I've got wrong. Alright. Yeah, okay. So I've got to get a better view of this. I need to get rid of that. That's causing me problems. That's frustrating. Ah. Would it help to have a master foundation that you just base the whole setup of? Look, I gave up on that a long time ago, to be honest. It does me head in. There you go. So this is how you join a corner. So now off this one, it should go. There. That's kind of not what I want. Now that I remember what I'm doing, it's not what I want. I want a lesser turn, but I remember what I'm doing now. So I've just got to get the edge, this edge here. What am I trying? It's the corners. This isn't helping here. You know what? I'm going to do it again. Let's bring it up and watch the video. Because I know what I want to do.
Hello and welcome to another Satisfactory tips video. I'm DC Wan and I'm very well known for my curves and other building techniques. In the third iteration, the Wan Method 3.0, things just got better. Let's get started. Now I do recommend using a hover pack and of course have power in the area. You're going to need a walkway and a foundation. You're going to start by deciding where you want the curve to go. In this case, we want it to go to the left and you'll see I'm on the outside edge. And we're going to go to the left. We're going to start on this corner. You obviously need a control key so you can do things like this while you're holding it. Move the foundation onto the corner. Once it snaps, rotate to the desired amount. I'm going to go with one click.
Alright, that's what I was missing, yeah.
Place the foundation.
That's what I was trying to do.
Yourself a walkway, pop it on the bottom outside edge.
And that's the bottom,
like that.
yeah.
Then you want to place a foundation there so it lines up with the bottom. Hold control. And you'll see it's snapping to that corner. After doing a few of these, you'll notice how that top left corner or outside corner, there's a little gap. You'll get used to looking at this as you do it. We're going to place one there and we're going to grab another foundation. Do that. We're going to hold control, place another with a foundation, another foundation, a walkway, foundation.
So it's the putting of
another foundation, a walkway.
The trick here is this, when you put this here and this like this, all of these corners will be
pattern emerging.
Touched.
Foundation, control, foundation.
The video's even in my area. It is, isn't it?
The foundation.
That's right.
And you should start to see how quick you can actually make curves now using this new improved method.
The whole point of this is...
And then all you need to do once you're done is
yes,
delete
it's
your
a
workings,
curve.
and you've got yourself a beautiful curve.
but they're all
You can simply add some more foundations here just to
corners
widen
are
out
touching.
your road to whatever width you need. In fact, you could even use Zoot, find that easier.
That speed is crazy, yeah. So it's basically, I put, so I want that snapped onto the corner, and if I want to, I reckon 3 is what I want. So if I do that there, then I put that down there, and then this there. So that should now, that's what I was trying to do. Perfect. And then you can do this has been playing for many years. Yep, it definitely Phasma. It's a one click only is a hunt for red October quote. I gotcha. And then I reckon, okay, so now I can just do this like that, and that'll do me. I'm not worried about getting it too perfect. All I wanted to do was just make it from an observable distance. And I've always got to go and look at his video to remember how to do it. Because I don't do it enough. Single ping. Ah, there you go. The Red Studio. That's the quote. Alright. That's what I was trying to aim for. I'm not too fussed about making it perfect, but I just want that. So now that I've remembered it, that sits on the corner there. Fazva, one ping only, please. Trying to adapt it satisfactory. Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. We can always try.
Hey, Smackin'.
Alright, you
You
know,
just
I
got
could
a
even
follow.
do.
Thank you, my funky neighbor, for the follow.
Ooh, my funky neighbours coming in the follow. Welcome. That's it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just enough to give it an edge. Some of this stuff, I'm not really fussed about because we've just made the inner corner there. It's this stuff here that I'm. Oops. We're going to tidy up the back edge later. I'm more interested on this inside edge. Although, yeah, no, I'm just going to do this to start off with. So this one and this one are an odd couple, but they might just be okay like that, I reckon. Yeah, that'll be fine. the goal of what I'm trying to do here is get it all the reactors built first, get their water piped in, and then deal with the actual production line a bit later. So this one, here, I think. Oh, I've screwed this up, haven't I? Maybe. Yeah, that's totally not what I wanted. That's what I wanted, I just didn't do it the right way. But that there is what I want. Is it? Really? No. I hate when I know what I want, but I'm doing it terribly. My funky neighbour, surprised you aren't using the catwalk trick to make curves. I watched you do that like 2 years ago. Oh man, I've forgotten. I've forgotten how to do it. Catwalk trick. The reason why I'm doing it this way is that corner alignment. I think that's why I'm doing it this way. I wish I had the right answer sometimes. Like that's what yeah. So this is what I want, but I want it I think I need one in between them. I don't know, this is where I get frustrated. It's okay, the game is very unforgiving when it comes to aligning things, yeah. I definitely want to do play with mods in the future for this sort of stuff. I understand what's going wrong in my head, and I think what might, yeah, this one's out a lot more than this one, so it's, and I don't want to go out the front of this, so it's more of a, what am I trying to achieve here? I'm trying to get, I suppose I want to close that off maybe at an angle like that. Yeah, I'm not getting something right here. I know what it's just a, I think part of it is that I need the grip foundations make it easier to see what you're doing. And I want that there. That's what I want, but I think, oh yeah, that actually, that'll do it. Yeah, there you go. There we go. That's it. That's all I wanted. Except this corner here. That's it now. It's just not jarring. Yeah, yes, there's a corner there, but it's not like a really, really bad corner. The only people that are going to know is me and you. Anyone else comes around 5 minutes later and I fly past, they're not going to have any idea in the world how shonky it is. But it looks much nicer now when you look at it like from this perspective. That looks much better. So now I've got to work out, close close that. We don't need DC now. He's got my view again. If I wanted 60, if they were clocked at 100% for the water extractors, that would be 60. If they were clocked at 50%, that would be 24. So it would be 2 per... Yeah, right. What about... What's 3? It's 200%. What's... nuclear power? So we're doing uranium at the moment. And then 12 of these will be for uranium. And then there'll be 6 for plutonium and 3 for Ficsonium. So in total, 21 reactors. But at the moment, it's just, what do you say? I'm just doing the 12 uranium at the moment. $12, $24, $36. If I did 3, what's that? 180, 50. Yeah, probably. Whoop, 166. Yeah, I can't really do that, can I? No.
1, 2, 3,
Must be
4,
200%,
5, 6,
yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 11, 12, 13, 14. 2, 3,
To Glad
4.
dropping the confusion
1,
down. Nice
1,
work,
2, 3,
Glad.
4. 2, 3, 4.
Nice try. Victor, okay, I'm off. You have a wonderful day and hook up Randy with some head pats from over here in America. I will do. I'll give him some freedom pats. Don't you worry about that. Have a great day and I'll chat to you later. So if I did 2 each, oh nice, that's all valid water. The only spots that aren't is these rocks. So we might make a blueprint for the water bit. Let's just play with it a bit. So what I'm thinking about, well, I have to route the what is it? The rods and the waste. So I might leave 1, 2, that. Maybe we leave that much room, and then I'm just going to alright, so if we had I'm just going to experiment with a few things here. would be beautiful. And then our I'm just going to put a wall there so I can just grab it later. Something like that. It doesn't have to be there. We might have the support. But that's the right height for that. Put that over there so I've got a spare one. Can't really lock it to anything. I need to... Okay, here's what we need to do. There for a sec. So I know that that is like center. So then that would be there. So we've got a water extractor. Now, I probably want it to be there, I reckon. That does not look like it's lining up to the hole. How weird is that? There we go. Init. There, so it could go as far as there. There's my wall. So if I did that, that's one, but I want two, don't I? So I'm gonna blueprint all this. I'm just trialing a few things out. No, that's right. So that goes, and then I get this. That's it. Right, so that goes. Don't think I would need that. Right. Funky Neighbour, their fluid dynamics have gotten so much better than when they were 7.0. Update 7, is it? Or is that what you mean? I didn't play much after update 6. Until 1.0. Now so the one thing I would have to build into my blueprint is maybe this positioned, say, there, so I can place the water extractor in the right spot. But that would be about it. Yeah, I'm glad they got on top of a few things, but it's still a little bit... How you going? What about if we use... So I was thinking of the big frame. How's that? No. I was playing the desert area back then, yeah. That was when I was doing that beehive thing. I started in the Rocky Desert and I went over the other one. That was my lost playthrough and I kind of abandoned that. We've heard rumours at 1.2 solves the major fluid parts of the fluid issues and not with fluid truck. Yeah, the fluid trucks are just we've been listening. Yes, you're getting fluid trucks, but yeah. Be interested to see what exactly is fixed. Okay, so I don't want that. This is close to what I want. But I don't like the clipping. Oh, well, actually, it's not too bad. I like this. I reckon we're close. We probably do. Well, actually, what would it look like? I don't have to go all the way in. Is that into the front? That's glass, isn't it? Yeah, alright. Tactical Tater, hello, welcome, happy Friday. Happy Friday indeed. They'll happen and they'll work, but it's not what they did to solid fluids, yeah. Oh, standard CSS troll, absolutely, yeah. You're not wrong. Okay, so I reckon this here. Just going to put this up one more. That's how I'm going to do it. I'll make a blueprint of this. Hope the pipes are treating you well today. Yeah, look, we haven't had any issues. I'm just figuring out how I'm going to set up all of these for the reactors. So I'm just trying to figure out what is the best way. And then create a blueprint, because I've got to do this 21 times. So I reckon something like this, and then I don't know where that's going to go, but I reckon I'm happy if my blueprint was just this. And then obviously I have to put the extractors down. It's not going to be long enough, is it? That's right, I'll make it work. So let's start off with so 9 high. Let's get rid of this. I think let's have a look here. What have we got? Start off with that. It's going to be hold on. That's there. The frame goes. Let's put that there for a sec. So that goes there like that. Oh, I got it right first time. Alright, so that's what I want. So I'll go to there. So then this one here is grab that. Then didn't think about this. That's right. No, I'll do. I'll just do that. Tactical Tater, I started running numbers for nuclear plant, but I haven't got much further. I keep getting distracted with other projects. They, well, that is just Satisfactory in a nutshell, isn't it? Okay, so that goes to there, then so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 and a halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a halfway. I'll get a wall. Very true. Yeah, this is the life of a Satisfactory pioneer. You get this, you put that there, do that. I want to mark one pipe to there, get rid of that. I want a pipeline junction like that, and then that one should be on the beam. It is. Okay. That's interesting. I think I'm gonna have to redo this. Maybe? Yeah, let's say reactor. Reactor. Water. I love that conveyor support around the pipe instead of the normal pipe supports, and I'll show you why I do that, Tactical Tater. There's a very good reason. Give me 1 sec. No, I'm going to put it in power. Nuclear. I mean, there's two reasons. The first reason I do this is, obviously, you can triage them, and you can do that with blueprints as well. I have this normally with blueprints. But the other reason is, where are we? When you use those ones, they're in a different alignment altogether, and you can't stack them or anything. So that's what I hope they bring with 1.2, is some of this stuff where it aligns with everything else. Because like these, are in the same alignment phase. Well, not where I place them, but they are the same spacing. So yeah, that's why I do it this way. Alright, so I'm going to... right. You were just getting mad about how I couldn't stack pipes upside down. You have blown my mind. Yeah, so I've got a bunch of blueprints around pipe logistics, right? So like here's one where there's just 3 holes. And then there's one with holes and supports. Now, the trick with any of these, when you do blueprints like this with the ceiling supports, right? The trick is, don't look up at the foundations and place them there. Look at the ground, because they won't align. When you look at above you, they hook into the foundations off center. They're not correct. If you look at the ground, that's where the start of the blueprint begins. And if you're not happy with the height, you can page up and page down once you hold it. And it works really well in my factory I'm not at right now, where all my, every floor is the same height, four wall heights high, 4 meter foundations high. So I can make those blueprints so I can use them non-stop. And I don't have to think, I just look at where they go on the ground, you get used to it. Alright, I just have to change this blueprint. I'm going to do it like this. That there. And then going to go blueprints. So this there. It's like a never-ending journey with this game. Yeah, 110%. So then I can put this. Can go. Yeah, okay. So this here. That's it. Alright, I think and then I had the power. Was there. Two back. So there. And then, so I'm going to save that. Hold on. Reactor water extractors A. That's what I want to save it as. No, alright, test. It should say. And the other blueprint I want to make is this one, and then I want to get rid of that. That. Alright, so this here. From there I had 1, 2, 3. And there I had 1, 2, 3. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. let's go. Right, so if I go over here now, so if I do this here, I basically need to get this there, isn't it? Yeah. So that one there. That there like that. So this there. That should do. So I'm off here. That's right, because that is off there. For some reason it's not. What about if I brought that up half? I might be able to just test it here first before I... Geez, I hate when you're like, yep, perfect, and then you forgot the click you need to do. That's a full, that's a half. I'll go a full. I can't do it because there's... Alright. That's the right spot anyway. It's not wanting to, hold on. First up, height is right. I've got that height right. Sorry, Why did this work? Is it because there was a foundation there? Maybe. What about if I did that? This was originally there. Although this, I'm going to have a, so for this example here, this one's going to have to be over this side. Some of this is not going to work. Some of this is going to be, because like these ones here, they're just going to bump in. But I could extend out and go around. I just want nice, why can't we have nice things? Why can't water extractors be in blueprints? I've got it in the exact same spot. That's very frustrating. Unless it's like a rotational thing. What about, so for this one would definitely need to be on this side anyway. Yeah, okay, hold on. I'm going to double my blueprint. So this can be on either side. Like that. I might actually do that, to be honest. Alright, so I'll try this side. whatever reason. What about if I add do that. Got to experiment a bit, see what does and doesn't work. Could also be that it's a blueprint. I've had trouble with extractors in the past. I've tried to do things, extractors don't work near other blueprints. Oh look, for some reason, I think I got it then. No. Can I get it? I'm going to try one more thing. That looks like I might have got it. Okay, that's as best as I'm gonna get, and then I can just delete afterwards. Now let's get rid of those. The power, I think I might put that on both sides. No, it's different on this side. So yeah, I'm going to have to add it to the blueprint. So what's that? That's it. Second one back. No, it's the second one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So the power's on either side. I just delete what I don't need. And I'll need to put another one going into the water and deal with that later. And then that's that. I'm happy with that. I reckon and I've also thought of something else while I was playing around. So this one here, I could... Yeah, this is going to be tricky. I'm just going to go around and place these everywhere and then work out but we're going to wrap up shortly. Feel like I've achieved what I wanted to do today. We're well on our way. And there's plenty of time to continue this in the next episode. There'll be a few different steps we're going to have to complete. I think these water extractors setup will work for the most part. There'll be a couple of exceptions where they're close to each other with the bends, but or this one here will have to extend out to avoid the rocks, maybe. Yeah, so this one, for instance, not going to work there. Don't think that one will. Ooh, it's a tough one. No, that's not what I wanted. I might do some pivots at some point maybe for some of these. We'll just have to see how it all works. Some of these aren't going to work. That's already looking pretty cool. But yeah, I can make it all work. There'll just be a few exceptions to the rule. But I think this is going to be fantastic when it's all working. Alright, we're going to head back now. And now where are we from here? I'm trying to work out the quickest way home. I think I might need to invest in a hypertube cannon. That might be our next, we might have to unlock that. Because I haven't unlocked hypertubes yet. I could try and catch a train back, but it's just as quick if I run back, I think. I think we did well with those blueprints. There'll be a few tweaks, but in a whole, and generally I think it's going to be just what we needed. And here we are entering the factory area. Get some speed up with this bunny hopping. And we are past halfway for the space elevator parts, assembly director systems. How many points have we earned today? 7 coupons. Nice. Let's make a note of that. Rightio, alright. Well folks, we started work on our nuclear setup today, which was primarily working out where our 21 reactors are going to be placed in the lake forest, or the forest lake. And then we made a blueprint for the water extractor to help align the water extractors and get all those set up for the reactors. We are building 21 reactors in total. 12 of those are for uranium, then 6 will be for plutonium, and then 3 will be for Ficsonium, and they'll be all overclocked at 250%. And yeah, so it's going to take a little bit of time to get all that laid out properly, but once that's done, then we will be able to work towards building the uranium production line and get the reactors running and get all the resources to this location and go from there. You know how it is, it's all part of the fun. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night. I look